from the media team here. The statement is very simple but detailed. You will not subvert the sovereignty of Kenya. Freedom is coming. Our attention as Kenya Kwanza Alliance has been called to the press release by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, Iebc, through its chairman, Mr. Wafula Chebukati, issued in Nairobi yesterday, the 21st of July, 2022. This statement raises a most grave and fundamental concern on sinister efforts by the government of President Uhuru Kenyatta and its Azimio la Umoja Kenya, One Kenya project to subvert the 2022 general elections, now only 18 days away. Iebc has disclosed that the Kenyan state has arbitrarily arrested and detained in an unknown location or locations 3 personnel affiliated to the commission ahead of next month's elections. Iebc has disclosed further that the 3 are employees of Smartmatic International BV, a firm that has been formally retained to be responsible for deployment and management of election technology infrastructure. They were arrested at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport upon arriving in the country from Venezuela and being holders of legitimate and valid contracts with the electoral authority to undertake their assignment. It bears emphasizing that their role is both sensitive and key to the delivery of a democratic, free, and fair general election. Official pleas by Iebc to have the officials released have so far fallen on deaf ears. Among other things, their sustained incarceration is interfering with the pace of activities at Iebc with the elections. It has now come to our knowledge, however, that they have since been released, and their phones, which were confiscated, have been returned to them. However, we don't know whether those phones have been interfered with. Nonetheless, their unlawful detention raises fundamental questions about the outgoing government's commitment to midwife a free, fair, and democratic election. We dare put these questions straight to the outgoing president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. Mr. President, how loyal are you and your government to the Constitution of Kenya, and specifically to a democratic, free, and fair election? How loyal are you to protecting and defending the Constitution of Kenya, which by oath of office you are bound to protect? What comes first, your loyalty to the Constitution of Kenya or to the caprices of a political association? Moreover, this dastardly arrest of election personnel reminds us of the tragic disappearance and macabre killing of another election official, Mr. Chris Musando. 5 years ago, almost to the very day, we all recall that Mr. Musando was the head of ICT at Iebc in 2017. We recall how only a few days to the elections, he was found dead in the bush on the outskirts of Nairobi. His badly mutilated body showed that he had been tortured and subjected to untold pain before being killed is a similar scheme at work again ahead of this year's voting. For some time now, the people who have come together to constitute the leadership of Azimio One Kenya Alliance have both directly and indirectly, through their various proxies, agencies, and assignees, in their numerous guises, made public proclamations that speak of evil intents to subvert the will of the people and their sovereignty at this year's general election. They have spoken of a smoky deep state, of an amorphous system. They have boasted in public that the two, that is the deep state and the system, will deliver electoral victory to them. They have also boasted in the open not about how the people are with them, but rather about how they will employ state office, power, and machinery to win the election. Is this intimidation of election officials part of what they have been cynically talking about? Is President Uhuru Kenyatta happy that he is managing his Azimio project democratically through